Hello, my name is Christopher Cole, and because I'm recording this in October of 2016, I'm the first vice chair of the Pima County Libertarian Party. My last video, the one on the Declaration of Independence and the Second Amendment and the militia and so forth, got a comment and a rebuttal video. Well, Mr. Chance, I looked at your video and I've done some research, which is why it's taken so long to do this video. I don't like recommending. I'll say that I like something, but I'm not going to recommend to you as a normal course of events that you check something out, that you try something or whatever. I am going to recommend that you read the book Armed America by Clayton Kramer. Armed America was written in response to a now massively discredited book called Arming America, which forged references and lied about references, trying to say that Americans were not armed or were not familiar with guns until after the Mexican-American War. As I said, that position has been discredited. So, Mr. Chance says that the federal government never wanted everybody to be armed. Mr. Kramer, all throughout his book, points out colonial governments, state governments, and the federal government at various times required that every male citizen be armed. The militia has been variously defined throughout all of the colonial period and through the federal period up through about roughly 1870 as every male citizen. The present definition is every male citizen with some additions and some subtractions over the age of 17 and up through the age of 45. Now, during colonial times, Roman Catholics, blacks, felons have been excluded, usually on the grounds that they're untrustworthy. But the basic principle has been always every male citizen is a member of the militia and provides their own military-grade firearm. Indeed, militias during the Revolution and up through about 1870 again had their own artillery, had their own cavalry horses and the various accoutrements that go along with that, all military grade. The equivalent today of having an M16 in your house with a 30-round magazine and a whole bunch of military-grade ammunition. Mr. Chance says that the National Guard is the militia. The President appoints the officers to the National Guard. The Constitution of the United States of America does not give that authority, the authority to appoint the officers of the militia to the President. So if the President is appointing the officers of the National Guard is not the militia. The militia is defined, always has been defined, as every male citizen over the age of 17 and up through the age of 45, with certain exceptions and certain additions. Now the age limits may vary a little bit, but the principle that every male citizen owes militia service and that the states are required by the Constitution, Article 1, Section 8, to train the militia still exist. Mr. Chance is wrong. And I'm going to end this by saying, as I always do, if you don't honestly look at both sides of an issue, you don't have an opinion, you're a parrot. And Mr. Chance, your video on the Second Amendment and the militia sounds an awful lot like Polly Want a Cracker. I do ask that you do more research on the subject. Thank you.